okitegeko otya kubanga okusinziira ku alipooti eyaweereddwa batulaze nti ezimu petition zaali documentation nga yali nfu nga tezirina bujulizi bumala ate okusinziira ku akula ebyokulonda mu kibiina kya NRM yavuddeyo omwami Tango Doi yavuddeyo n'agamba nti teri walala eyo tribunal yesembayo mu kibiina kyabwe kale gwe obanga ruling tefevalinze oba tebadde mu fevazo tosuubira kuddayo ate era kubaga nti bannayinza siri mu mativu kati awo nno council agenda kuba atulungamyamu tulabe tribunal zino zikola zitya emirimu gyazo yabaffe petition nsobola nti ogiteekateeka nebeera nga tegenda kunjiwayo documentation ekolebwa etya eya petition eyandibadde entuufu oba eyandibadde esobola okuwulirwa mu bukiiko ng'obwo council tusanyusa okulaba guza ku balabi baffe aba Rest TV
abatulaba n'abatuuliriza mwasuze mutya Katonda yebale njagala kusooka kubuuza abanyayuganda bonna especially abantu baffe ab'ebushenyi ejenva we have lost our former member of parliament and the former minister in this government Honorable Mary Karere Okrut kitaro nyo kitaro dala may your soul rest in eternal peace and I'm happy to be here.
Okay. Council, you're going to help our viewers. Ogenda kuyamba kabalabi baffe. Tutandikire ku petition. Petition mu ngeri ya layman's understanding. Petition tutandikira awo tunyonyole. Petition ewulirwa ddi omuntu akola ddi petition. Yekyeki.
Nnyo omwanjizi. Petition kiringa okugenda mu kooti n'oteekayo okwemulugunyako era gweba weetabye mu karuuru n'owulira nga toli mumativu nga towangudde awo NRM kankuzeyo mabega NRM there is what we call Political Organization and Organizations Act of 2005 yereeta ebibiina enkola y'ebibiina wano bibeera wansi w'amateeka ago so NRM nayo teritumira mwana naye zino parties ziri private owned for example kati ngeno NRM a party weri and it is privately owned and is not above the law also amateeka g'eggwanga so waliwo emisinzi NRM constitution gye yaleeta yo nga party for example bibeera mu article 3 and 4 of the NRM constitution of 2015 so emisinzi eya NRM gye sinziirawo okubeeramu the party okubaawo democracy ebeera ku musinzi gwa democracy rule of law envuga y'amateeka fair hearing transparency enungi process enungi transparency and fairness so and accountability those are the principles the NRM constitution or NRM party byesinzira okubaawo okutambuliramu mpaka bwerugwawo so those are the principles so when you see those principles are not followed and yet it's a party years later wacholaba tuziquestioninga mwaleta principles democracy transparency accountability fairness so wachi tulaba abana abantu bonna bemulugunya over 400 something petitions wachi babazileta so omuntu okwemulugunya kituufu era kirungi NRM constitution yenyine kireta egamba mu ngingo y'omunana 13 bagamba any party member aina right okwetaba mu nkola y'ekibiina yonna mu nkola zonna ez'ekibiina emirimu yonna y'ekibiina including n'okwesimbawo it is your right bw'oba oli member w'ekibiina ekyo omu NRM okwesimbawo era the same constitution ekuwa okwomulugunya era twayita NRM electoral guidelines or regulations of 2020 ezo regulations zirungamya wawo eteeka NRM act kati ibeera ne regulations the act is the law iteeka kati regulation the procedure you're following about the constitution of the NRM so article regulation 2730 itekako what we call these tribunals joraba the tribunal the NRM tribunal. So article 20 regulation 27 28 27 ye creating the tribunal NRM tribunal. So that tribunal can be created. It was created, and bobo tabium karunga to isemu obo ine kwemgunya kona. You can appeal to that tribunal. Ogenda ku tribunal no teka ko kwemgunya. Then 28 ekugamba boba otadeyo kwemgunya ko within 7 days bakwa ruling. Bakuliza and bakwa ruling. Now back to the question. I wanted to bring that procedure so that people understand where it comes from.
Yeah.
So, boba oitabye mukarunga kutwaraba, and these grounds, our grounds, ezotekayo, nga oitabye mukarura, this the one we have just completed. Now, for example, violence. That is one ground esoka, violence, obuvuyo, mubururu. So, katwaraba violence, tuwade twachinga emikutu eno, katwaraba violence yentungamu. Too much violence. I think one level Muyona Msingus bamukuba omutwe almost nibagwasa.
Yebayo cyane ne motoka pitch.
Twarabo vuyo mu Sinjiro. Era twawule nabantu omuntu yafa aba. Twaraba vuyo mu Sembabule.
Bashande.
Bashande. Paulo omuntu bawe yafa. Twawule vuyo mu wantu wanji kakumiro. Even almost they punched the Prime Minister of Uganda, right honorable Rebina Nabanja. So twaraba yakavuyeri ngabantu barwana radala. So that is the ground. Then voter intimidation, intimidating abaronzi in a ground, kugurira abaronzi voter bribery. Twala abantu bunga kasente katambula abantu kwa sente nogenda mulaini
malo taking ngabakuwa.
That is also another ground. Voter bribery, the destruction of voting materials, DR forms, altering DR forms. Twala abantu nga DR forms bazchukura oba badansize ngofuna bulolo emtwale 3 agamba ofuna bulolo mtwalo gumu. So nibachusa nibawori ina wangula. So zona grounds sobeseza okuteka petition yo mujitwala mu NRM tribunal. Ate tribunal yetwa tugerabye ngo waliwo teka rijitekaho that is the NRM guidelines or regulations 20 of 2020 and jingo ya 27 creating a tribunal. So it is within the law in the NRM constitution and the NRM guidelines. So how do you gather evidence? Woba ofuna grounds ezo
kubanga ebimu kubyalemeseza petition z'abamu obutayitamu bagambye poor documentation.
Poor kati chokola you gather evidence. Actually the law is that within 48 hours after they have declared the results, you have a right to, or oteka yoko umugunya ku the petition for the tribunal immediately after 48 hours. So, o preparing evidence yo, bobo gamba waro violence, waro intimidation, waro altering DR forms. For example, like I've seen in the northern division of Mbale, who do say, and the Elgon region, Honorable Midimi, and I've seen even in Rukunjiri or General to Mukunde, all those were about to altering forms and yes, and bribery allegations. So you prepare your petition, you have the evidence. Bobo gathering evidence here now. No gamba wano ninachi nina DR forms entufu.
Yeah.
Waliwo violence obutambo buyina. Fabulaba. Zona ground, voter bribery, ogulira abalonzi, oyo lines ezimunga abantu bazakasente. You have that evidence. You gather that evidence. Then after gathering your evidence, no take a petition yo. Then no serving omuntu oba ono yabaka rubo gamba yabaka rubo intimidating abantu oba serving. Kati gomala kuba serving kati you give you a date of hearing the petition, then you appear, you defend yourself. If you have a lawyer, you have seen many lawyers abaroya bangi bagenda eri n'abaclient baabwe obawa instructions nebagenda and he defend you. You say a normal hearing, the tribunal is like a court. So a normal hearing, you introduce the case, then you defend, they tell you why you are there, then you defend your case. Then then you wait for the verdict.
Hearing ya tribunal nangi ngendayo nganze ne oba nfuna baloya. Okirizibwa kufuna baloya in that process.
Yes. We have seen many lawyers being there. I think if you have been keen here, you go there and represent your client. The tribunal is like a court, and the decision binds. Yes, so the lawyer. Then after within 7 days, we read a verdict here. Oba one good day, oba basazamu okulonda. Oba bakusazamu.
Oba kakati kuba okusinziira wano nga bwe nalabye bwe nasomye mu kiwandiiko mugundi zonna ezo violence nga bw'ozinyonnyodde bwe twalaba ne cases z'obadde otuwa yo nga tribunal yalabye actually gundi emu ye yabadde standings ey'omukyalo bawe hoimeno ebirala byonna bagambye nti byali bituufu nga bwe babideclare.
Now kati bw'oba otadde omusango gwo so that tribunal, there's what we call a right fair hearing. Fair hearing even is enshrined under our Constitution, Article 28, that any person appearing before a tribunal must be heard fairly, justly, and transparent. So, our lawyers, our tribunals, they must hear the case. Is there fairness? Right to be heard. They must hear you. It is one among the grand norms of our Constitution. Yes. Then the lawyers, that's why the tribunal is full of lawyers. Those lawyers must reason. But reasoning now, they reason. Now they employ the tactics they studied in the law school. You reason. Really, evidence in the really, does it guarantee the nullification of these results? Some reasoning. So when you reason, then you can say, because you know your reasoning, your decision is going to affect an individual somewhere. So kati bowa ensalayo then bokozesa magezi go n'amateeka gonna agwasoma agakwata ku constitution regulations na some relevant cases. I know you make your final verdict and say really from what we have seen really the violence could have been there but it's not warranting the nullification of results for the government go back. It happened in 2001 in YKM7 versus Kiza SJ, where justice of the Supreme Court, then the Kanyambas, the late Kanyambas and the Odochi, they said that there was rigging in a presidential petition, but it was not substantial enough to warranty the what? Government so really that's what's supposed to happen for tribunal.
Omuntu bw'aba tafunye bwenkanya tribunal eno ayina kyazaako kuba okusinziira ku tangodo ye yagambye eyo yekimala tolina walala gy'ogenda kudduka kwekubira nduulu osobola okijja within the party n'okitwala mu zino courts of law endala.
Well, the same constitution of NRM, Munjingo Yanam 45, 46, appeal. Where at appeal. Now, for example, tribunal, the same tribunal gives you the permission or Rukisa to appeal to the now, when you read Article 45, 46 of the NRM Act of 2015 as amended, now, you appeal to the SEC, Central Executive Committee of NRM, or to the chairman of the party himself, that is General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, if you think you have some nsonga they are not heard properly. Yes. So oyinza kugenda or president or the SEC, Central Executive Committee, and these members of SEC. Uganda in a SEC member, Oli Akadaga, right on Akadaga, right on Abantamong, they are fighting about that position.
Eastern side.
Eastern side, all the regions of Uganda are represented. So they sit and they look into their internal mechanisms of the party. Okay, what Ugandans should know is one, especially Banawagira NRM by NRM, is that NRM ina rules zayo is governing that is in constitution and the regulations. So when you exhaust all those procedures, you ojuli demu SEC, Central Executive Committee of NRM, or one ojuli our president himself, wateda ensonga zo ngambade mu tribunal, wampuliza bulungi, I had no right to be heard. I didn't present, they didn't allow me presenting musango gwange bulungi. There was no democracy, there was no right of fair hearing, there was no transparency. SEC nebingramu, they appeal to tribunal, and things are not moving on well. Nogendo presenting ngatoro you are not satisfied. Ngatocha tomatide. Now kat you have a right. What you want here, you have a right to go to court.
Oh.
You have a right to go to court. That is Article 42 of the 1995 Constitution, which clearly states that any person appearing for an independent tribunal and is not had, is unjustly treated, those administrative issues, kati haina right okugenda mu court na seeking what you call judicial review. So kati bogenda ku court ekuliza waliwo omusango bagweta Mugumya David versus NRM High Court Civil Suit number 175 of 2015, where court said that NRM, a political party, is not above the law. If it breaches the fundamental principles of its constitution, court has a right to intervene.
Okay.
But when court intervenes, now court intervenes to the extent that it doesn't declare the winner. Court looks at irregularities, what the procedures, the fault, while procedures was following. If there was a fault in following the procedures of the tribunal, court nesala negamba there was no fair hearing. Right to be heard. Where it in Latin, audi alteram patem, the Latin maxim, which means right to be heard as an individual. Audi alteram patem. Court negamba omusajja kujuzu bwatuletedde mano mu court tumwamuliza bulungi. So kati eragira tribunal oba NRM tribunal negamba mudemu okulonda.
Okay.
Mudemu akarulu kano mudemu mulonde omuntu omulala because waliwo procedure yet you are following out. You faulted the procedure.
Tisobola genda na option zange ningama zisagala kudda mu kalungi njagala munnangirye bulangiriza.
Court teyina lukisa because these are internal matters under the Political Parties and Organizations Act and NRM and the whatever the constitutions of parties. Parties have their internal mechanism. So the court cannot interfere in the internal mechanism of the party. But where there is gross violation of human rights, it can say no. What is no procedure to match for umutumamuriza really. Tumamuriza so mudemu muwulirize owa mudemu mulonda karuru. There was gross violation of human rights, there was intimidation, violence, ebintu na mabusa maso. So mudemu mulonde
oba mudemu muwulize mu tribunal.
You retry the case. So court cannot declare the winner because there it can become partisan.
Yeah.
In the politics. So the internal mechanism of the party, and that party have their own constitution, have their own regulations, but in the mechanisms are we. So court really it has a lot of things to do than interfering in
waliwo abagamba nti bagenda kujja independent kya affectinga kiti ekyo bogenda mu tribunal ne walulingi yayo okirizibwa okujja independent.
Now it goes back to the constitution of NRM. I think the constitution of NRM, from what we have here, from the Director of Communications, from whatever they have been uttering, it seems that they don't encourage, they're encouraging our independence. But from what we are seeing, if a person abantu bwe babaze mu tribunal nga tumawuliza bulungi kati the core values of NRM, transparency, democracy, accountability, fairness, ezo njugo byonna tubabuuliza bulungi tubafollowinze kati omuntu adukirewa. We have had people coming as independents. Abantu banji bazenga independence until they have won.
Yeah.
The other time we had in Ikisolo, this the woman MP in the by-election, she was just mistreated in the primaries. She said, no. There was rigging. Ngena kujanga independent. Actually, she won. Now warning. To had this woman MP of Tororo. She's called one of Tororo. Woman MP. She came as an independent in 2016, and she won where she could not agree. So courts are also come up to bring out such issues in Mugumya David, seeing Katongole versus NRM. Yes, they are bringing out those internal mechanisms that they have rolled out well.
So to government okugenda mu court just for formality. Kubanga bwe mmanya nti sigenda kukkiriziganya na bivuddeyo lwaki atemba ngenda mu process.
It is your right. It is your right. It is given under the constitution of NRM and under the constitution of Uganda that any person who is justly treated, muntu gawira right ye bali mujeko tamatide bagenda mu court. That is Article 50, Article 21, Article 22, Article 44, Article 38, civic rights. So court ekwa rugisa or right. You have to use your rights. You have to follow your rights. Nozumarayo. Wacho ba no tura ate na right. So what are you doing? Abantu bagala kubera a member of parliament. You know what it means to be a member of parliament. So wacho ya no tura no ate right yo no jebakira. No. You have to follow the procedure. Ate the constitution zukwa right says. You follow them. Why should you keep quiet? Bweziganye ate ngokyowulira abantu bayina ground woli you got independent but nawe tubakyagala nnyo they don't like it, so it was internal candidate will know how to deal with his party aba amanyi party okwekola naye NRM tebikiriza nnyo ate abangi they are now campaigning for the winners. They are saying after we have considered defeat so kati bwoba oyagala kujanga independent, it's up to you. But the party does not allow it.
Tukyagenda maaso tutunulira tribunal ezateekebwawo ddala kati ne badde ekola ku nsonga z'aba NRM yawadde ruling yayo era okusinziira ku ruling tulaga nti bangi tebasobodde abo baali batuteyo kwemulugunya tebasobodde kuwangula cases zaabwe mwawaddemu ebirumira kufayiringa kola kinga council bwatunyonyola nkumbuzamu katono tukyagenda maaso topical discussion tuli ku round table katukomewo tovaawo.
Oh dear viewers, you're welcome. This is Resty TV and my name is Pastor Patrick Mukisa, the head pastor of Divine Focus Ministries in Kanyanya. I'm here to welcome you every Tuesday at night from 11 p.m. to midnight. We're going to be having a program called the Apotheosis Worship Revival Class. You don't need to miss this. If you don't worship, you'll glory. Come and see what God has for you. The balanced message and method will give you results. Let's meet every Tuesday here on Resty TV. God bless.
They won't be shaken. Come on and praise the Lord with me.
Olunaku lukutabodde oba byonna bitambudde nga bwe wabadde obibaze kyonna kye kiri we have your back wano ku Wummula Moment ne Pastor Isaac Kyobe Kiweewesi ng'akulembera mu kusinza n'ettendo erigenda ebuziba mu mmeeme eyo ne likuwummuza. Wummula Moment ebeerawo buli ssaawa 11 paka 12 ez'akawungeezi ne Pastor Isaac Kyobe Kiweewesi wano ku Rest TV Monday paka Friday. Togisubwa.
ye all over the world and spread the word of truth.
What you need is not more speed, you need perspective.
He's the same yesterday, today, and forever.
I feel like lifting him up.
He's Jehovah Sabbath. He's Jehovah El Gibbo. He's Jehovah. He's Jehovah.
I want to set you free today from the feeling that you have to find your calling.
Every knee shall bow and every tongue confess that Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father.
I'm glad to know that earthly fathers don't have the last word.
Don't miss the Rest TV International Connect, Monday to Friday, 10 a.m.
You're watching Rest TV, Wumula.
Kulikayo mukuumula muku tukyagenda maaso ne program the round table tuli mu ssaawa yaffe ey'okubiri ya topical discussion era nga tutunuulidde ensonga eza tribunal ne petitions ezaaweerezebwayo oba oliawo mu bibiina by'obufuzi ebyenjawulo lwali tutunuulidde nnyo NRM kubanga yo mu kamifuka akali ak'omugongo ye yavayo neteekawo akakiiko ako era nga kanso bwagayidinze atulaze nti okusinziira ku constitution ya NRM ebawa mandate okuteekawo akakiiko akawuliriza okwemulugunya singa wabaawo okulonda okutagenze bulungi. So tuli olunaku olwaleero newankubadde endoza ne constitution ereeza ebibiina ebirala nazo ziyina akakiiko ako oba ziyina komiti eyo ewuliriza omuntu singa oba toli mumativu n'okulonda naddala mu internal politics ez'ekibiina ekyo. So tuli ne council Darius Bitanako era nga tutunuulira nsonga z'amateeka ku bukiiko obwo obugenda maaso mu kitundu kino oba mu dakiika zino endala ze tulimu kati agenda tunnyonnyola omuntu yalibadde afayiringa atya petition yo kubanga tukusinziira ku ruling abakulu gye baakola aba NRM tribunal balaga nti waaliwo obujulizi obutamala documentation nayo teyali ntuufu kati kansa agenda tuwa amagezi bw'oba oli eyo nga wandibadde oyagala kukola petition nsonga zonna kubanga wakyali ebibiina ebirala ebikyali mu process aba National Unity Platform bakyagenda mu maaso n'okukola vetting yaabwe oba oli awo nawe wasobola okuvaayo abagamba nti nange simatidde na vetting process kati kanso agenda kuba atugayidinga wandibadde ofayiringa otya petition yo nesobola okuba nti bw'oba ogitutte mu bakulu basobola okugiwa fair hearing oba oli awo n'owangula ne keesi yo kubanga bw'oba otutteyo okwemulugunya oba oyagala buwanguzi kanso awo tugenda okutandikira right procedures olize yandibadde ayitamu okulaba nga afayiringa petition.
Webale nnyo omwanjozi kati the right procedure bw'oba oyagala petition yo oyitemu first of all jurisdiction mu kifo region oba constitution ya NRM ekyoyagala banarifyinge ekikuluma mu jurisdiction yo then grounds, what are your grounds the petition? Jurisdiction oteeka mu kote mu NRM ntuufu oyinza kuba ODP owa NUP ate oyagala genda mu NRM kuwawa. That is the issue of jurisdiction. The issue of jurisdiction is very, very important. Internal party disputes, such as primaries, mentoring rights candidates. Are you the right candidate to go to the tribunal? Are you the right candidate to go to the tribunal? Kuteka mu ensonga yo oba just
etusobola kubanga twabadde basatu owokusatu yasemye n'atwala
hati ngamba kati are you the right candidate to go there? Or for you are just going there for the sake of okukiriza omukolo okitegeera. So confirm that you have the legal standing, file usually an aggrieved party or members of the NRM. Are you an aggrieved party to take that whatever to the tribunal. Or are you a member of NRM? You are a member of NRM, at a told register. Because they do background check. On a member of NRM. You are not a registered voter within the membership of the NRM register. Disqualifying. So what are your grounds the petition? The grounds must be clear, clarity, very clear, concise, and specific. Violation. What do you want from the tribunal? Checho yagala korere. Be clear. Tofagateka yo petition no gamba kale nzenete petition yange munkorere kimwagala. Mujiwulize ate munsaliro. No, when you got the petition, when you say court, be clear. Violation. What do you want? Were you denied the fair hearing? Were you voting? Ba chasing by agents. Baga na bantu bo kugenda kuvotinga, kuraininga hapo. You see? Then violation of the party constitution. Waro violating violating. Infringement of your political rights as an NRM member. Right you, waro right you, the badge faulting anywhere as a member. You have a right to vote. You have a right to participate in the party activities. Baga na abantu bamwe ate bari mu register okugenda kuvoting up. Be concise and clear. What do you want? As the party, what do you want? You see? What are the irregularities in the process? Bagaba sente bakorachi. What do you want? Be clear. You see? Then your evidence. Gather all your evidence. You see? The documents, documentary evidence, e.g. nomination papers. Or in nomination papers. Witness statements. When our witnesses were for statements or take muandika table siding or attaching a petition. Because I want to just go. But was actually people act on social media.
Singaba petition, Singaba witness bange babeera intimidated. Kubanga waliwere ya chi sightings out. Nagamba nti ababe bali balina ko obujulizi baba tisa. Ne batagenda. In such scenario.
That is a ground. That is a ground. The democracy. One of the principles of NRM constitution is to uphold democracy, democratic principles. Kati Gambia watu they have a right. A member in a right to participate in party activities. So kati bobo ganyo mundo participate. That is a ground. Violence. That is the gross ground. It is a very very good ground for. We have seen in Tungamu, Zemiaga, Kakumero, Nsinjiro, and many parts of Uganda. So those are the grounds. One of the grounds.
Bwemba ngenze mu tribunal eno ku okuwininga case eno mbako ne percentage maker. Naranga koti nga balangiridde ba presiding office bubayina go balangiridde nange nengitwala obutali bumativu bwange.
Era twalabye abantu abawininze. Ngono wa ozetu businje ono wa Hoima. They have declared her a winner. She has declared a winner. So abalala yapate yabwe bamanye bulungi pate yabwe njeje ekolamu. So kati baina rights of appeal. We were grounds matadeyo tubamatide n'ensala yawe kugambe they have to appeal to under section article 45 46 of the NRM constitution bagende mu seki bapiringe seki bulize ensonga zaabwe eo wa president who is the chairman of the party o bagende mu court. Article 42 is there, article 38 is there, article 21, article 22, article 28 fair hearing. All those are the grounds. Article 50, if you think your rights are being violated under the constitution, which is a grand mom, so katogenda mu court, and court will order the tribunal to do the right thing, what you want it to do. If you think you have credible evidence and you have followed all the, you have all the evidence, you are specific on what you want. So you have read very well your petition. Then you hire the lawyer. Many people they want to, they fear lawyers. Tubagara ku hiring our lawyers. Babatereza petitions up. they think omuntu bwaba terabye mu social media para violence is everywhere, they think is enough. No mulamuzi bw'abayina n'abawa omuntu atema omuntu agenda dayo n'agenda mu kooti n'alinda muletere ekyomusango
ne bw'aba alabyeko tekimala
just yongerayo it's you kuleeta omusango mu kooti n'aguliza yosakata yagulabye by road nga bw'olabye nga bw'oyitawo n'alabye emmotoka ye ng'oyitawo walabye ekigenda maaso naawe wabirabye tubikola. You have to do the right thing.
Oboyino kiteeka ku pepa
n'omunyonyola. Yes.
Kakati bwe tuba tuvudde ku kino ekya political parties, procedures zezimu nezino outside the court oli bw'aba yagala kukola petition oba zaawukanamuko?
Zaawukanamu because kati bw'oba kati ogenze mu kooti awo wa you are citing the NRM constitution and the regulations, that's an attachment. So you add the affidavits of the affidavits and you go under now because under the law, if you are not satisfied with the civil procedure rules, you can go under notice of motion or you can go to a motion, just a mere motion and cite the laws. So you can use that procedure because now you are citing the civil procedure rules. Yes, judicature rules. The Civil Procedure Act. So now you are citing other laws. You are citing other laws to support your petition. Yes, so, but the grounds are the same. The grounds under the I'm speaking English. At the grounds really Parliamentary Elections Act, the same grounds: voter bribery, intimidation, violence. I was not heard. The right to be heard. You cite the Constitution. I was not heard, which is the cardinal principle. The cardinal principle to bampuriza. And yet you have it to the right, even under the NRM Constitution, and even the Constitution of Uganda, to bampuriza Burundi. And it is my right. It has been violated. So kat court so the procedure byawukanamu, but more or less the same.
Omuntu asobola okukola petition newankubadde yawangudde. For example, singa ogenda mu court ne bawuliza omusango gwo omulamuzi n'asala nagamba okusinziira kale nga bwe tuli omusajja ono katumusibe emyaka 3 naye nga nze mbadde njagala musibe 10 ne bakisala nga kiri mu favors zange nti gwe mpaabidde bamusalidde naye ng'ekibonerezo ekimuweereddwa siri mu mativu nakyo nsobola okugenda ne ngamba omula oba nenzirayo ne ngamba nti okusinziira ku basaze omusango siri mu mativu n'ekyo mbadde njagala musibe emyaka 10 mu kifo ky'esatu gye bamusibye ekyo mukitaputa kitya mu mateeka?
No.
Oba court ruling is the final?
No. You see, Umateka or general rule. Each general rule has an exceptions. So there are provisions of appeal. Any person got automatically answer court, you have a right to appeal. For example, I told even in the NRM tribunal, or automatically answer you appeal, you first exhaust the internal mechanisms, or mara or genam court. So name court automatically you can appeal. But it depends now. For example, petitions are parliamentary elections. No more petition category, no more petitions. The vacuum NRM tribunals. No more petition, you have a so you have totally lost and you think you have won. So you put a petition to High Court. You prepare your petition very well. You cite the Parliamentary Elections Act, the Constitution, and all the relevant electoral laws. You prepare your evidence, no get them court of appeal. Kati petitions that elections. Tuwaru kusalira omuntu musango. And unless you have committed murder. If you have committed murder, really, which murder is not an electoral offense. It is a capital offense, according to the laws of Uganda. Punished under the what? The Penal Code Act of Uganda. You see, Article 71, now Section 71 of the 171 of the Penal Code Act, Cap 128. So, Kati, our committing the murder, really, there is no option. That is not a electoral matter. It becomes now a public matter, and it becomes a criminal matter, and a serious criminal matter. So, Kati, we watokoze echo, oba osuseewo bw'ota omuntu oba osuseewo that is murder now.
Actually cancer awo wennyini waliwo story gye nalabye nga yali ya murder. Waliwo omuvubuka yatta girlfriend we, omulamuzi n'amusalira emyaka 3 ng'ali mu kkomera. Naye abazadde b'omuwala ono ne bagamba nti ekyo tekimala, twali twagala musibe life imprisonment nga bo si bamativu n'emyaka 3 egisaliddwa ne yatta muwala waabwe. Kati ekyo kyeŋŋamba nti mu mbeera bw'etyo bano abazadde basobola okugenda ne bagamba omulamuzi nti wakiri mu musibe life imprisonment instead of 30 years in prison.
No, court matters are not like that. Kati unajirabye story ya Zaya Mirembe yes yesterday after the news ono musajja bamusalira emyaka 3. Emyaka 3 mu madda bwoba so omuntu ate obujulizi bukulaga ngu wasa omuntu, and for him in his case he did what? Yakiza omusango. Wakwe emyaka 3 you are supposed to suffer death, a punishment. Bakusalira gwa kufa. So katono bamu emyaka 3 so tosobola kugenda w'omulamuzi oyo you appeal genda mu court of appeal, you appeal against the sentence. Yes, you have a right. Appeal was not, the sentence was not enough. This person should be sentenced to be given more punishment. Actually, when you appeal, even one of the grounds of the they can increase the sentence. But reducing maintaining.
Oh.
So when you appeal, now they have a right to appeal court of appeal. Either they increase the sentence, but you're reducing cover by maintaining 30 years. But 30 years, you think it's also small time. It's not small time. But when you appeal, they can reduce. Actually, they were right and wrong at the same time, but they can appeal. So it is within right here by appealing in court of appeal. So if they want the case to be increased, well and good. But you cannot go back to the same mulamuzi. Now for you to call it functus official, it is finished. Once court has pronounced itself, it is finished. That's why they explain to you the right of appeal within 14 days. So you can put your ground of appeal. Then a court of appeal baja kuuliza ensonga zo naye tokaddeyo semu mulamuzi. So ne ku petitions zaffe bw'oba ogenze court of appeal ku high court notayo petition yo electoral petition ne bakuuliza and you are not satisfied at ogenda court of appeal. Kati in this instance court of appeal ebeera esembayo ye final kyesazeewo toyinawo dda walala kyekyo. Maybe presidential petitions ezigenda mu high court mu supreme court ewa president akaloka president kagenda wansi wonna wa president naye kati parliamentary stopping awo. Embeera
ya petition ndowooza gwaliyo atugoberera ofunira ddala ekituufu kye weetaaga okukola. Waliwo bannabyabufuzi abali eyo, waliwo omuntu wa bulijjo ng'obadde ebintu bino ebya petition bikusumbuwasumbuwa ogamba naye saafuna bwenkanya kansa ali wano akuwa amagezi nti olina right okubeera ne fair hearing, olina right okweyongerayo ku step eddako n'ogamba nti wano bwe mba sifunyeewo bwenkanya, wano bwe mba sisobodde kusalibwa bulungi nsobola ate okwekubira omulanga oba oli awo n'ofuna obwenkanya nga gwe kyosuubira nti kiyinza okuba fair gy'oli. Case study tubadde tutunuulira bannaffe bano aba NRM batuyabyuno yaabwe engeri gye badde ekolamu emirimu naye tusobola okukigezaamuko n'otunuulira ku nsonga endala n'ogamba nti oke bwe mba kale nkijje ku level y'abano ababadde mu petition ez'obululu nze nga nze ku level yange kisobola kitya okubeera nga kinnyamba, kisobola kitya okubeera nga kikola kinga kinteeka ku level eddako. Awo we tuli kanso nga twagala okuwumbawumba abantu abasinga batya nnyo bakanso, batya nnyo okukola petition ng'ezo. Oli nabanga alina n'obujuzi naye nagamba abo ogendeeyo bajja kuwanvuya tojja kusinga musango. Lwaki olowooza abantu balina ekyo at the back of their mind nti bwe ngenda kyova olaba nti abamu yeekolera ebintu ne bitaba ku standard namugamba documentation si nnungi. Bakanso kituufu ddala muli ba buseere nga bwe tubiwulira nti omuntu okujja okunoonya waba talina bukadde 10 tajja kufuna.
No, that is wrong. Si kituufu era abantu abali eyo constitution for example article 23 rights of the accused person, rights of the accused person, you have a right to get a lawyer of your own choice. Era bw'oba ofunye musango gwonna oba kyoyagala kuba lawyer olina right okufuna lawyer wona woyagala ate akuliza ate Okay, sente zino z'aba lawyers ezibafuna omusaala yaabwe gyabwe ba lawyers ngaffe nganze sifuna musaala mu government me private lawyer so waliwo aba government bano aba government n'abantu kati nga bawadde tribunal babaddemu bakola bajja kubayo akasiimo bawasasulayo so kati esente z'aba lawyers bafuna ziri mu mateeka ziri mu mateeka so kati bw'oba ogenze ku lawyer ayina n'okulaga sente engeri gyosobola kumusasulamu petition sente baziteekawo lawyer is supposed to get it. Company registration a lawyer is supposed to get this amount esula sente zino ate etasuuka kwezi zino buli kimu kyonna musango gw'amadda musango everything advocate professional conduct enumerations and taxation rules zonna zeziri mu mateeka byebiri so
zamwe ziri well defined
sente weziri mu mateeka ugenda wa lawyer qualified n'ogenda mu office ye akugamba ayiza okulaga actually mwatu nobwazikulaga ziza okulemerawo oyigamba abadde asabye nantono okuregister a company just company nagamba 1 million or 500 not bro atugamba abadde agambe naana abaga kusaside nga olumu wa mukwano gwe entugamba nyingi nakulaga so kati ebyokusaba million 10 naki sente ziri defined sente ziri defined mu bitabo by'aba lawyer
ate bano bagundi ba lawyer aba pro bono babayita batya ab'obwereere nabo batugamba gye bali naye abantu baffe tebalina access ku balawyer oli ayagala omuyambako ng'alina case talina sente ayagala lawyer w'obwereere mumuwolerezaako ayinza yita mu procedures
nabo webali waliwo Uganda Law Society oteeka obusango oyinza kufuna lawyer waliwo bano ba legal aid clinic babeera ku LDC awo nabo webali actually they help even no courts kati webali waliwo naba courts oyagala lawyer bwereere naye namwe mumanye ebyobwereere actually musango ne lawyer akolera bwereere bwereere naye bino bya aid legal aid maybe there are some people funding the project there are some people funding the project so you can go oloza jabwere na isi byabwere waliwo project kuyamba abantu kuyamba abantu so you can go there and you are helped but the real lawyer na ine bizubu aina family ayagala kwambala ayagala kulya ayagala isi katumwe ko bugana lawyer nga tayambade bulungi oba avuga akamolo kakalya katayina amakulu oba tambula kuge kanso kwa cyatambule bigero musajja yasomba ate tumwagala kubasasula se ate amateeka gabalimo gasoma muleka bagasoma mbasasule naye yumukiriza nabo because kati bogenda petition no juluzinga because otya lawyer si kirungi ba lawyer kati they are your brothers, they are your fathers, they are your uncles kati nabo kati banji mubanje mubala wako at least it's not like the long time ago see a lawyer as if you are seeing God no kati banji so you consult it's the right to know you consult them the right tufu yogera naye obakusalira ko then you fresh tufu dano kokolera ebintu akera abantu bayine emize kati baje kolera ebintu abantu bagene emize emirimo y'aba lawyers abanje baje kolera and so kati we bafune ekizubu kati badukira wa lawyer ate sente ziyagano kuleta ate nadamu naleta nenyingi
naleta dabo
so it's good more consulting you consult them they are good people they are well trained bora umuntu ga you have a right to change even a bora bano takolede bulungi funa omulala banji naye bwo duka ku sente abantu baga kusasula ba lawyers aja wanu nabo nagala free advice okay njakomawo omusanga ku next door ngabuza the same thing no itawonoga kati sebo obade wali obuza katolu wano afuna advice na ba confused ate na nalo ekyokola nkyumbala because abafunye advice nyingi yes
so kitegeeza ndoza waliwo era mu nsi ziri ezakula buli muntu aba ne lawyer buli family abasinga baba ne lawyer wa family wano kiri kitya nga mwe abali mu legal gundi kikola wano
yes kati bano abali serious abantu abali serious business people abantu abali serious abamanye ekyokukola you see katensi zino zakula they have serious people US Europe abantu bamanyi ate balina n'ekyo kutwalira ba lawyer naye kati abawana tebalina kyakutwala ensonga batwala alinda soka nafuna ekizubu tufune ekizibu munyonye prida babita ba prida twalina option nebagenda naye wali musango ngendo y'amadda kati government ekuwa lawyer free of charge. It is a capital offense nga bakutwayinga ati Article 23 rights of and choose the person kati bakwa lawyer kote kwa lawyer watching belief ko court state belief bagenda bakwa lawyer nogendayo nakueleza yes naye bana bantu abali serious business people balina makasenti abera ne lawyer because kata balina ebyako emirimo y'okumuwa katolyawo tolina mulimo gw'okumuwa olinda ng'ofuna ekizibu bweti so kati kanutugwete lawyer ngo tolina ky'okumugamba kyoba oyagala advice
ndowooza kanso yamba abantu banene tutegeere abamu ba lawyer tubamanyi mu misango myokka lawyer ayinza kunnyamba biki ebirala apart from okugenda mu kooti nga bampaabidde nga bakoze eki nandibadde netaaga lawyer mu bintu nga ki ebirala.
Yes, very good question. Kati lawyer ayinza kuwa advice, any advice by the way, a lawyer is a land friend. Buli kimu kyonna alumusa kimanya kirinako obumanyirivu. So kati ayinza kugenda for any advice nomubuuza, even investment lawyers, you want to invest, kati ayagala lawyer akuwa amagezi. You want to invest, yes, ayagala lawyer kuwa registering a company yo, akuyambe ku misoro, even the lawyers basomesa taxation. Turuba kugumu taxation by the way. Even accounting principles nazo basomesa. So kati buli kimu kyonna oyagala kubuuza ku musango, oyagala kumanya, genda musasule. Kanso, leero kati njagala mbulire ku kintu kino nkitegeere bulungi, oba agriculture oba investment lo njagala ku investing, njagala kulaba amateeka emisolo ngenda kusasula ntya company tax bitibike nomusasula nakunyonyala. So advice, you can go to a lawyer and you get an advice. You can get a lawyer when you have a case. Oyina omusango nakuyamba, oyagala advice nakuyamba. Kati kirungi ky'aba lawyers okusinga ba doctor. A lawyer, you can go there when you are happy and you can go there when you are sad. Nga bakusubye oba ng'oli happy oyagala guleta kali ya 2 billion n'omusasula.
Kanso sibula abantu baffe.
So abatuliza mwebale nnyo okubeerako nomutulaba, tubadde tunyonyola about ebintu bya petitions kasuubire mufune ekimulize naye kati ekindeseeyo kati lining up is proving to be not going well. I think NRM can consider abantu ba deck box bayitwayingako Tanzania nerema ZANU-PF of Zimbabwe, they tried it. South Africa is also there. For them, there is strict laws and strict observance on it. So here we can reform.
Okay. Tweyanza ege tugenda kubanga tusuka wano lwakadde tukwebaza gwa tambudde naffe okuba gye twatandikidde tiimu gye nkoze nayo omwami Mulangira n'abalala mwenna Keith Sara Kakoza mwebale nnyo. Twagala kubeera nga tukutegeeza lunch hour zigenda mu maaso wano mu kibuga Kampala House of Rest Auditorium. Webale nnyo webale ddala okubeera ng'oyitirawo bannaffe aba hotpot wemuli awo mwebale mutaddeko mukulu Elisha ne banno mwebale kubeera nga mwekumidde ku Rest TV. Tugenda kuba tusinkana programu ezinaddako musiibe bulungi mwerabe.